Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV, the Congo. We're going for 3 achievements. We have to take all of Africa for African power. We have to take the Mediterranean Sea coast for Mare Nostrum and form the Roman Empire while we're at it. And we had to have a bunch of cults in our religion for Hoarder, which we already have. We just finished a war against Mr. Ottoman. A long, tough war against Mr. Ottoman. Managed to get a bunch of land up here, mostly Mediterranean Sea coast, well, and Egypt. Both of which we of course need. Released the client set up here because we couldn't core all the land ourselves. And managed to take a bunch of forts from them so we don't have to do that again in the next war. It's still going to be rough, but at least we're going to have Halab up here and what used to be Al-Karak, which is now Dishmak. And simply have some forts here to do our defense. Oh, that's Al-Karak, never mind. This was Shams, I think. Shame? Something like that. Anyway, forts. We got them now. Not all of them, there's still annoying forts around here, but it helps. We can also upgrade because we're rich as fudge. We can pretty easily upgrade our forts to max level. So the next war against the Ottomans is going to be easier. We're apparently rooting out a lot of corruption because, well, mostly overextension. Too many territories, actually. We should consider making some states, because we still have state slots. We could reduce this. Something like the Barbary Coast. I mean, it's not a great state. Maybe we wait for this to happen. It's not like we don't have the money to root out corruption right now. We have some state slots, though. Maybe the Barbary Coast is something we can have a look at. Sure. Let's take the Barbary Coast and core it. And be okay with that. So these rebels are, what again? Kabylians, Separatists, and Tunisians. Yeah, that's all up here. I have an army here. Not the biggest of all armies, but hopefully good enough. Speaking of armies, you're walking south because we declared war straight on Yemen because they were trying to form a coalition and I didn't like that. We probably also want to eat the rest that's left of the Mamluks. And also want another war against the Spanish and the Portuguese very soon. Spent so much time in the Ottoman War that we definitely got rid of all truces. You here can start going on suppression duty. And these rebels are going to happen anyway. I have no illusions regarding that. Friendly troops -5. I'm trying to do here is not spread them out more than necessary. And apparently this is spreading them out more. So let's keep these guys on. Honestly, you shouldn't do this part. Let's have you do this part. It's not quite enough, but if you get some more troops, it's gonna be fine. Okay, let's do this. And then you guys, once I've turned you into a real stack, are gonna be the ones responsible for the rest of Egypt. Now, what does a real stack look like? We have like 38 Commonwealth? 38. So, have your shift consolidated, and probably wasn't really necessary. But it's fine, doesn't hurt much. What did I say? 38? So I want 36 and 2. Okay, you're almost a full stack here. This 30 cannons are a lot. A lot of cannons. Then again, why not? So you guys are going to be one combat stack. And then I'm gonna have you guys meet up in Cairo and see how much we... So you probably need way more. No, you have 39 actually in the front, and you just don't have any cannons. So I'm gonna drop an infantry here. Should probably drop more and replace with Cav. But then again, Cav is not important at this stage in the game anymore. So that's gonna be okay. See, early in the game, Cav is bad because it's freaking expensive. And late in the game, Cav is bad because... you always have full front line anyway, so there's no flanking. Until you rout enemies, and then you maybe get some flanking, but then you have to have the Cav in the right position, and it's not going to work out. So late game Cav, also infantry gets way better late game, so we don't have to worry about that at all. So yeah, I'm going to keep the Cav I have, but I'm not going to build more Cav, I don't think. No, we're super rich. We could, of course, build Cav just because we have... they're technically better at combat than infantry, although I don't know how that is in this age. How are we looking here? I mean, we still have a lot more shock. So we have a total of 3.2 or something here in pips for the infantry. We still have a total of 5 for the cavalry. Yeah, so cav is they still fight a lot better, but they're also more than twice as expensive. And almost as expensive as a cannon. Cannons are... Look at this. Cannons almost have the same pips now that cav do. Now, they do half damage from the backline. But they also don't get damage in the backline. That's kind of nice. Yeah, I think this is fine. We just want cannons and infantry. Let's not have cav if we can avoid it. Where are you going? You're going onto my fort. I mean, that's your prerogative, I guess. I think I keep sieging this and then kill them and they go JJ Harpo. It's a level 6 fort. It should be able to take some punishment there. And you can maybe carp it a bit while you're up here. And then, what about you guys? How did you get bigger? There must have been a stack going there that I didn't see. So we have 38 and 2. So I'm going to drop off 2 infantry, so we're back to 38. Put you in here. And then I want some of these cannons. How much do you have? 4 cannons. Guess I want 16 of your cannons to go join this army. And then the rest can help with the stuff in the south. Did I put you on? I did not put you on suppression, so that's kind of your job now. Come on. Must be relaxing, right? After having a war against the Ottomans forever, it must be nice to be able to just sit back and relax and just suppress some rebels. At least I would think so. This is all okay. I think these are still... Oh no, there are more cores here than I... Oh, yeah, right. Oh no, there's more. Never mind. Wasn't sorted by overextension. Thought the only cores I hadn't made were the ones that the state cores we didn't want to make. In... Wherever this is, in Tlemcen. But turns out there were more. Give me that siege. Come on, 57%. That should have been rightfully mine. Kabyle Scepter's half happened. Down there. Give me a general. Sansa, are you super busy? Are you Sansa? You're Sansa. I'm gonna move Sansa over there, but we may have to look at attrition in that case. And you stop your suppression and get there. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're taking attrition now. Maybe we should go down to 20 cannons after all. As much as I like having 30 cannons in my armies, like I do, attrition is always a problem. And it's just you can't have 60, 70 stacks roaming around without taking attrition. Not for very long. France, something. Get heavy, good. Can go and finally blockade the siege. Not that we're not almost done, but still. And then this is gonna be fine. I actually have Aleppo already sitting troops here, which is, I mean, impressive. Alodia also needs to die. That's another target we're gonna have soon. But I think the Spanish and the Portuguese are more relevant. And not too many people should care about that, so that would be fine. I mean, sure, like the French are gonna care, but not too many of the people that have cared so far will care about the other war. So this is that taken. You're going where? To Hobyo. You. You're taking this and merging up. You could chase people down there. I mean, yeah, we need to kill those guys at some point, but it's not something we need to do really quickly. Using all our colonists. How are we doing on the estates? I haven't looked at the estates for a while. I think we can milk for dip. We can. And we can milk for military, which we really want to. So let's call it diet. I guess I'll also grant generalship here and then demand mill. And then we can see if we have to just get rid of that general again. And then what was this? I could do this. I mean, I probably have a ton of centers of trade that I have to give away anyway. Like if I take... Didn't I make a ton of level 2 centers of trade earlier? I did. Are they all in merchant hands is the question. You are. You are a nobility hand, which really should change. You're merchants, and you're probably also merchants. Yep. You're still level 1. You're also owned by the merchants, though. You are 2, and you I still don't own. We still need to attack Lucca at some point as well. Merchants, level 3 center of trade owned by the merchants. Level 2, merchants. Okay, so most of the ones in my own country I have. This one I didn't, because you're not a state. Oh yeah, the capital state. Oh, it's my capital province. Right. So the Zanzibar one, which... We don't really care about trade power in Zanzibar at all, do we? So maybe not. In Coromandel we can't, because it's all... the thing. Trade... Merchant... What is it called? Trade company. It's all trade companies. So everything in Zambezi is being sent to Zanzibar. And everything from Zanzibar is being sent on towards our Cape, where we send everything to the Ivory Coast, where then we start having these quote-unquote issues. What about Sevilla? Are we collecting Sevilla? We're not collecting Sevilla still. This is still something we might want to think about doing. We're still losing money up here. Yeah, I'm going to start giving these centers of trade away to merchants. Puts you to 45 influence. Loyalty is the one I was really interested in, I think. Was it? I'm confused. We have enough loyalty, we just need more influence. So New World Charter is easy. And then, I mean, I still want these to be owned by the merchants, so why not just do it now? And maybe you two. Influence to 63. And then... I guess I'm recruiting a minister. And then demand your Diplo support. And once they tick back up to 50, we can also ask for money. But money is so irrelevant these days. That's not particularly relevant. Tech-wise, it's all fine. So I'm gonna invest in some more offensive ideas here. Prestige from land battle is not the best one, but we want to finish the idea group, of course. Now, right, have a look at that general and see if I have to fire him. He's actually not bad. I think I probably want to get rid of Kasongo, who is currently here. Kasongo, you're now this guy. And then I'll fire Kasongo, but he's really not very good. And I think you guys can just march there and kill the Yemenis over there. You can continue the carpet sieging of Yemen. And you kind of want to catch these guys if you can. Gotta keep an eye on what's happening there. Or try to, at least. Now, the interesting question would be whether we start another war. You're actually getting away right now. Are you running Mogadishu and then probably continuing down south? Get rid of you. Good. Well, very well pay them off. That's fine. 5,000 ducats is nothing. It's nothing, I tell you. Almost caught that one stack. Can I catch you guys? 5 maneuver. That's a big no. I don't need all of you to do this, though. Split you in half. These 23 kill the one guy. 22 keep chasing. And then maybe we need to use our native suppression armies there to kill these guys. That's possible. Tunisians are here. Which... they actually have. They brought the numbers. Let's kill these and bring over some help. I think. Oh, you're also taking attrition here. Is there any place for you to stand without attrition? That's a big no. 49, 38. I mean, could just put them to Shakira here. Fine, let's put you to Shakira. And what about you guys? You're just 10,000 cannons. Right, you were supposed to join these. Just not super necessary. Maybe the 10,000 cannon rather want to be over here, because this is all infantry, right? feel like these are all infantry. Yeah. Send the cannons over here and merge with that to defeat the Tunisians, the separatists. Kill that guy. You're stopping the siege. It's a bit annoying. Oh, what? Oh, they spawned on a stack of mine. Damn. Damn. Spawned on 2 stacks of mine. One got insta-wiped and one's not in a good spot. Give me a leader. Must have a leader that's not busy right now. I mean, you are kind of busy, kind of not. Mutant. Get over here, mutant. Keep CJ chasing these guys. Maybe if mutant is not around. And then mutant here wants to... I think I spent 1 military power to do this. So we don't lose that stack. Would be nice not to. Fort and Kev stopping further negative effects. You still coming to Turkana, okay, yeah. Yeah. What are you? Oh, you just killed the one guy. Right. I guess you can start getting up here. So many troops. Got rid of you. Good. Now you can stop. Get back to Shakira where you belong. Oh, those were the 10 cannons too. Ooh. I mean, it's just money. Oh no, you don't need to go. You need to kill these guys too. That's rough that they spawn straight on our cannons that we're moving through there. Some people might say unlucky. You? Where are you going, Gazira? Gazira? Come on, get into Costi. Seminar. Can I catch you if I do this? No. And don't. The whole catching of people can be an annoying part of EU. If you have forts everywhere, which can be very tempting to do, then it's not as problematic. But if you're a bit low on forts, because you don't want to pay for 1,000,000 forts, say, then yeah, it sucks. You take that, you take that. This 22 stack might be able to chase. You locked in, that's unfortunate. Get up there. You also get up there. Just need to sort of corner these guys. Livestock, stuff. You're going to Bunjoro. Okay. Bunyoro. Over there. Let's take the southern route then. Got rid of those rebels. Detach, get back to Shakira. Now. Your suppression really isn't necessary right now. So we don't need to have... I don't think we need 2 stacks up here, honestly. I think we have 1 stack doing all this. And you guys can go elsewhere. And I feel like elsewhere means... be dumb. Prepare for a Portuguese and or Spanish war. How about friends? Only Moravia still. Okay. So Portugal is probably just next. Just eat them. And, well, eat their mainland holdings at least. How are their colonies doing anyway? Is Portugal is dying so much that there might be some liberties there? Not a lot. Not a lot. Louisiana? Eh. No. Would be nice if we didn't have to deal with the colonial stuff again. But then I think, like last war, we can probably just ignore it. You're going to Beja still. So are you, I think. You kind of want to go south. You still trying to chase that. Words. Lose 100 ducats, sure. 100. What's even that? Is that even a number? We can probably build a bunch of stuff too. We did get counting houses, which are probably great. 119? I mean, we don't have tons of time in this campaign left anymore, but these are very, very good counting houses. Holy guacamole. And you. Alright. And how is our university plan going? We should be... Yeah, we're starting to spread enlightenment in all these places. with a speed of... Go click the right buttons. Wait. How are we not on the same continent as Enlightenment Origin? What? We checked earlier that the French province that was getting it had that modifier active, didn't we? It's like a modifier in one of these. Have university and is on the same continent as Enlightenment Origin. Now Maine is on the same continent as Sevilla. Right? Okay, it's not Sevilla, it's this place. As well though. Certainly they must be on the same continent. So what I think is happening here is that it doesn't count the province being on the same continent, but the country being on the same continent. And because France has a province on Britain, on Great Britain, which really should be the same continent, right? Continent Europe, obviously. And it's even the same subcontinent. No, I don't understand it at all. I mean, it must not be using the actual continents, but just use sea adjacency or like sea access, and that's why the French get it. Makes no sense, at least word-wise, right? It's just not logical, but I guess it's what's happening here. We look at Cleves. Doesn't actually have a university, so it probably doesn't help. No, you also are on the same continent as Enlightenment Origin. Which you are. Maybe your capital needs to be on the same continent as their capital. Because our capital is over here in Kongo somewhere, we don't get it. If I moved my capital to, say, Sevilla, which might actually be the thing we want to do anyway, then we could get a better spread. Assuming that that's the way this works. Now, if I were to do this, I probably can't do it at war, right? Well, it's controlled by an estate. Give me one that's not controlled by an estate. Can't do it at war either, yeah. And then we lose... Oh, we pay a ton for the development difference between our capital and this, which is always going to be big. Unless we put it to Lisbon, maybe. Yeah, Lisbon would be the target, right? So we should not have given Lisbon to the merchants, so we could move our capital there, maybe. Maybe. Ugh. It's not really a consideration I want to do. That's just unfortunate, I think. It's definitely written, unfortunately. Can argue whether this is a good game design choice or whatever, but it's definitely written in a way that's not good. I think I attack the Mamluks too, just to make them not be in collisions anymore. And then we think about Elodia as well, maybe. Tlaxcalan Separatists, that probably requires boats on my side. You got war with the Ottomans again? Oh, I certainly should attack the Mamluks. 14. You could do something about this if you could move through New Spain, which you cannot. Except you're no longer a valid rival. I mean, the Overlord is no longer a valid rival, so maybe actually there's a chance? Outraged attitude. Come on, Spain. What's there to be outraged about? Okay, so what we need to do is, once we've handled these rebels here, put our guys on boats and deal with that, with the rest of that. You're on Kev, that's fine. I don't want to walk through Kev like this, though. I want to do this and meet up with these cannons, which will hopefully have reinforced by then. Alright, back to this. Somebody should hunt down this 14 stack still. And we are. Or we are hunting it. Don't know about hunting it down. Is that your capital now? No. Mecca is... Oh, Mecca. That's annoying because... Do I declare this war on the... I don't know. Gain prestige. I should have used prestige on something first. I mean, it's only one province we're talking about, really, that we could take from the Mamluks. Unless you manage to vassalize them, but that requires us to get troops on Mecca's stat. That's going to be tough. Through Ottoman land, we probably don't get military access, right? Even if we declare on the Mamluks, we probably don't get military access. Because that's how this game works. Ternaten suppress. No. One of these things is Ternate, right? Something on one of these islands is Ternate. Give me information. Not the information I'm looking for. Rebels. How do I not have it? Oh, there's. How do I not have a ton of rebels? I do. Algerians. Where are my Ternatens at there? In Buru. In Diandemna, but mostly in Buru. Over here. Oh, I'm so not interested in popping autonomy here. Maybe I can't even. Oh, you're not in a trade company. That reduces unrest, right? I think being a trade company reduces unrest. Let's just add everything here to the trade company. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like that does. Yeah, it does. Maybe it just doesn't get one of the unrest things that we get otherwise. Like you get culture acceptance or something along those lines. It's no longer a problem. Maybe. Could check that. I'm a bit too lazy to do it. What else? Can we do trade company investments at war? We can, but we've done these. The ones that matter over here, I think. I mean, they're still useful ones, technically. But nothing particularly relevant, no. It's a naval force limit we could buy, but that's... Over here we could still do something. Like grab the production efficiency and goods produced and trade steering and... Is it you? Trade value modifier plus army tradition, sure. I like the bonus missionary strength. I don't like the clergy being unhappy. How long do we get this? 15 years. It's not bad. Could just buy clergy loyalty. How close are we to buying or to ask them for admin again? 1711, that's quite a while. I'm going to take this and then just make a generous donation of 1700 ducats. 1700? Yes. And then that's going to be good. That's going to improve our conversion speed a bit. Not that we're converting a lot, but we have conversions to do, so it's nice for that to not take forever. Time is long enough. Again, sort by unity. It's just broken though. So maybe sort by time instead then. Can't sort by unity. I'm just going to look for something like Magnus here. We have... Yeah, I'm just going to run it. Just on the hunt for religious unity, really. Are there any enemies left in this war? No, just the stack down there. So we don't need to do this. We can just go down to 10 guys, out of which how many are cannons? 10. So I could... Nah, I'm just moving everybody out here. Because I know there are no other enemies around. Otherwise I would leave infantry on there to protect the cannons. But as it is, we don't need to do that. Because everybody's here. Well, 2,000 guys are up there, but they can't. Even 2,000 infantry can't fight 10,000 cannon. Cannon in the front row are super weak to being attacked, and it's super expensive. They take damage, but they deal full damage. They're just gonna in the fire phase murder the enemy. Are you actually unable to deal with your 10,000 rebels? Can I walk over there? No. Can I have military access through Flange Lapata? No. Also not to Castilian Brazil. Nope. Yeah, I mean, I do need to send those boats in the New World anyway once we've completed this battle, so I might as well deal with the French as well then. Fine. I don't know why my subjects are this bad. I know I hurt them, but this bad? Ethiopia is at war with Jimma. Nothing else. Jimma is interesting. I feel like I just declare on Jimma here. Right now. Reason being, they have no friends. I have guys around. And I need this land because it's Africa. I might as well take it before Ethiopia does. And then we can eat Ethiopia as well afterwards. Nice thing about imperialism, we can just declare wars whenever. We don't need to make claims or stuff. We can just eat, eat, and eat. Lending libraries and book clubs, sure. Is it worth to start the institution spread edict up here? I don't think it is. I mean, essentially, we don't care about the money, so we might as well, right? It's just so little spread. But I mean, even a little spread is better than no spread. Is it better down here? It's probably not really better. It's just that they had universities from the start, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to turn it on. I have the money. Institution, advancement effort. There. And then, was it here? I think it was. Advancement effort. And these guys can have it too. Missionary strength. Do we need it here? I don't think we are converting around here right now. So let's go advancement effort instead. And back to work. Hunt those guys down. This is done. And the Ethiopians might actually have us siege down Hafner here. Level 3 fort. There should be no enemy in the war. There's no enemy in the war. So we're just going to leave... 9 cannons don't do it, right? We need 10. Yeah. Going to need to find another cannon somewhere. Just going to leave these cannons. Move the infantry out. And you guys must all be infantry, right? If I detached you, I assume you're all infantry. Do you have a cannon for me? No. You don't have any extra cannons either, you're just cannons. You just have 10 cannons down here. You guys are just hanging out and you have cannons. Alright, because I want to declare the Mamluks, maybe? I don't know. Give me one of those cannons. And send it, hopefully without getting hit on the way by rebels, down there. And you guys maybe can stand in Aswan and not take attrition. Could just declare on a Lodi as well, maybe. Not sure that that's the best choice. How much does Adal like me? Should we improve with Adal? No, they love me. Good. Because at some point I want to eat Adal. I want to feed them now and eat them afterwards. Because I mean, I guess that's how things work, right? We treat your animals. You feed them until they're nice and fat, and then you eat them. You guys all get together. No? Just no? Can you not walk there? Or because of Hoarder being the fort? Fine, whatever. Just sit here until we have the fort. That's okay. This guy is taking a trip through Africa. I mean, it's nice. Nice touristy trip. Okay, fine. Just stay where you are. Why can't I walk that way? Interesting. Must be something to do with my fort or my subject's fort in Dege, this place. Dijerpur. Yucatan separatists. Honestly, my subjects are just not ever gonna handle this, right? Just kill the guys in Kev, please. And then get on a boat. Can I afford? I think I can. Not fight the Ottomans anymore. We can't get our troops into our boats to the Mediterranean. You know what would be nice? A subject with a ton of galleys. That would be really nice to have. what else would be nice to have? More time for these videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, whether you like, please subscribe to my channel. If there's anything you want to say to me, do it down there in that comment section. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.